Hello. I'm still a little rusty at working the live because I never get on it. So like when you guys requested it, someone else requested it, and I clicked like accept, and then it was like about to call someone else, and I was like, oh no 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 no.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
What's good? So good evening to everyone. I'm back with Josh and Marcy from Optionsnipers, and for y'all who missed the last live, y'all can give them a quick rundown again of who you guys are and what y'all do.
Absolutely. So we are an options trading community, Optionsnipers. You guys should see us at the top here. But basically, we assist people in learning about the stock market, learning about how to get into options trading, learning how to take advantage of everything that's going on in the stock market right now. So that's basically just the general idea of what we do. So
okay. So so should we just jump in? Should we just jump into it? Because I already see comments about this GameStop stuff. Like, let's just get into it.
Yeah, let's get to the craziness.
Okay. So this week in the stock market, obviously it was crazy. So for the people who don't know, GameStop and AMC were like the main two that went crazy, and Robinhood like shut it down for a lot of people. But some people made themselves a millionaire. But you guys can just explain like what happened. Like, how did these stocks just start going crazy?
Yeah, so it's crazy, Jasmine. Listen, I've been trading for 12 years, and I can honestly say I've never seen anything like this. So to really understand this, you have to understand how the market works and what shorts are. So pretty much regular guys like you and me, people who are everyday people, they drove up a stock and pretty much took a lot of hedge funds, one of these big money guys, out of business. How they did this is that when GameStop went crazy, GameStop went from like $20 to like $50 at first. And a lot of the big hedge fund guys were betting that, GameStop was going to drop. So they put like $300 million, $400 million, $600 million of their own money saying that GameStop was going to drop back to like $15. Like, seriously, it was crazy. Wow. And there was this group called WallStreetBets, I believe, and they pretty much, gathered the community and say, guys, don't let these hedge funds win. Let's make our money. And unfortunately for the hedge funds, sorry, not sorry, the stock jumped from $60 to like $150 the next day. Yeah. And then they got clapped. They lost $600 million. And then they thought, hey, $200, this stock is $200. There's no way this stock's going to go any higher. What we're going to do, we're going to double down because obviously retail traders don't know what they're doing. And that's the issue with the elitist mentality on Wall Street. They think like people like me and you can't do our own research and figure out what's moving.
Like we're dumb or something.
Like we're dumb. Like they don't get that we the people actually control the market. A lot of our money actually controls the market movement. Yeah. So we actually drove, talking about retail traders, the stock up to like $400, and these people lost their shirts. I'm talking about billions of dollars were lost from hedge funds and were transferred to little guys like me and you. Yeah. I know you saw the screenshots, Jasmine. I've seen a lot of I have my own screenshots to show.
Yeah, like, it was crazy. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, it was crazy in a good way for some people, and it was crazy in a bad way for some people. Yeah. But it was crazy. I think we can all agree it was crazy.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I mean, we were seeing screenshots on screenshots of people making.
I seen people making hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
I was like, first I thought it was like, some people want to be in on something. But then when they started with the screenshots, I said, "Oh, okay, it's going up this week. All right."
Yeah, we saw movements of people turning $2,000 into $1.6 million
in one day.
In one day,
that's how crazy it was.
$2,000 to $1.6 million. This is just it's crazy. So the whole idea of this whole situation is that. Essentially, it's almost a revolution. Basically, the people took over big money. The people found a hedge in the market and decided to take advantage of it. This really shows you the power of unity, honestly, because a group of people decided to say, we are going to take over the stock market. And that is exactly
what they did.
That is exactly
Listen,
what they did. And they were not joking. And so what you ended up seeing was a group of people being relentless, looking at their lives and saying, look, this $1,000, $2,000 I probably saved up over the course of a few months or whatever, it's not going to do me no good. If I take this money and decide to put it in the market where everybody else is putting their money into, look, it's all for one and one for all, pretty much. So they took everybody, like, you can just imagine, like, millions of people taking their small amounts of money and putting it into one stock. One stock.
Somebody said they hijacked the market with a box cutter.
So a lot of the hedge funds thought they were so smart by saying, oh, well, these guys, they're so little, they're not going to be able to take us over. No, that's not the case. As much as, and more people started getting acclimated and aware of what was going on. So they decided to say, you know what, I'm down for the cause. A lot of people didn't even know what was going on.
They did it.
All they saw is that GameStop went from
they saw
that
it was
to 200.
Yeah, but see, people were calling me like, what is going on? Like, why is GameStop going crazy like this? Because a lot of people know, like, GameStop is pretty much, falling off, going out of business. So it had nothing to do with the actual, like, company. Like, it was planned. Like, this was a target.
Yeah, it was a deliberate attack. So the idea of what ended up happening was there was basically some sort of like awareness that these hedge funds were trying to short GameStop. So once basically the small people, which is you and I, once they kind of banded together and said, wait, they think GameStop is going to drop. Let's take our money and bet against them.
Yes.
So that GameStop doesn't drop and so that we take their money.
Yep.
So
and they did that.
So big money became a small fish. And the small fish became big money. So basically the roles reversed. So basically you can kind of think of it as almost like how people talk about like overthrowing the government and a lot of different stuff like that. Like you can kind of see it in the light of the stock market. That's essentially what happened. The people said, we're putting our money together and we're taking all the big money from, the hedge funds. So it was crazy.
Yeah. And, as you guys know, they always try to hold people down. So they came up with their master plan, I'm going to call it, officially, unofficially. So pretty much the stock market was going crazy. These hedge funds are going out of business, losing millions of dollars. And one thing you need to know
about... Wait a minute. No, wait a minute.
Right.
Time out.
Exactly.
Literally, they called a timeout.
That's really what they did.
That's exactly what they did.
That's really exactly what they did. And honestly speaking, like, I had to step back and really think, like, is this even really legal for you to be able to do this?
So that's what I was wondering. I'm like, is that even legal? Because, like, people are getting money, and then you say, like, it's like the point of this is to win, to get gains and to get money. And it's like, now that we're seeing some serious wins, it's like, oh, no, you can't win that much.
Right.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
So I'm like, is that even legal? Because it makes you feel like you're playing and you're not allowed to score so many points.
It's a rigged game. Like, it's really rigged because essentially this is how hedge funds do their business. They actually have dinners, right? They sit down and they say, okay, hey, I have $1 billion. How much do you have? You have $1 billion? Okay, we're looking at this stock and we believe that these this company is a good investment. So they will take all their billions of dollars and put it into maybe a few stocks, right? And so there's no movement on that stock just yet. However, when retail traders, which are just normal people, when they come together and say, oh, wow, this stock is about to do something crazy, the little guys come out and try to buy that stock. By the time that stock gets to a certain level, the hedge funds decide to pull their money out. They take all the money after all the little people buy into that stock.
And leave you holding the bag.
And leave you holding the bag, right? So you end up being the one that loses out on that trade. However, the situation switched this go around. So, the situation was that, and we were watching CNBC and they were saying basically that it's illegal for people to kind of combine, like to come together.
But is it?
Exactly, because that's what they've been doing, right? They
Right.
sit
So
down,
they
they
can do
sit down,
it
they have
just
dinners,
fine.
they
Yeah.
do this, and like they do this all the time. But
So
because
is there
they're
gonna
different,
be is there
that's
going
the
to
problem.
be is there gonna be some sort of like explanation behind them stopping everything? Like, don't they need a reason?
So
Their
they
reason, the
yeah.
reason they gave essentially was that they're trying to protect us, when that's not the reality,
From
right?
what?
The what from what? That's the question, right? That's the question we're asking too. Like, we want to know what you're
From what?
protecting us
Get
from,
money?
because what you're doing is you're stopping us
We're
from making
making
millions of
money.
dollars.
Yes,
You're not
exactly.
protecting me. That's not protection.
So
Okay?
the logic they use is that because people buy it without necessarily knowing what they're buying, or that's what they're assuming, pretty much calling us stupid in a very politically correct way, then we should protect the people by taking away their ability to buy securities or own companies.
Right.
That to me actually is and should be illegal, but actually it's actually legal. That's what the SEC was actually created for, to protect the people, quote unquote.
But they're really
And
protecting these hedge funds.
exactly, the hedge funds. Because I'm telling you, if that actually didn't happen, GameStop would probably be at 1,000 right now.
Facts.
That was the price
Facts.
target. They said let's drive
Sheesh.
GameStop to 1,000.
So Wall Street Bets, a lot of people are seeing WSB and might not know who they are. Wall Street Bets, they're basically the head of this union, basically, of this unity movement. Okay, so Wall Street Bets, WSB, they said we are looking for GameStop to reach $1,000. This is from 20. Okay, this is from $20 to 1,000. Okay,
They would have got there too.
and
That's
they
the
would
part
have
about
gotten
it.
there. They would have gotten there because the people were destined, or determined rather, to get GameStop to that price. I think the highest we saw was probably like 520.
520,
Yeah,
538 pre-market.
something like
Shit
that.
was crazy. When I saw GameStop at 538, I literally could not believe my eyes. I felt like I was in the movie Wild Wild West. And then news came out that for our protection, platforms like, Robinhood and Webull, or whatever the case may be, are restricting access for us to actually buy the security. Now, here's what is kind of twisted about it. So we couldn't buy, we could only sell. Retail investors couldn't buy, we could only sell.
Yeah.
But the issue is that if we couldn't buy, then who's actually buying?
Right.
And the point is, we're actually selling our stock to the big hedge fund guys.
Someone, right.
Exactly.
Hedge fund, right.
So the hedge funds are buying our stock, wanting it to go up again. So they shorted it pretty much, caused the stock to come down because they stopped us from buying, and then they're now buying what we're selling. Right. And that's why you see a lot of things on Twitter saying that hold, don't sell, hold your money,
hold
don't
the
sell.
Line. A lot of people were
line,
saying, if you
sell.
saw hold the line, that's what they were saying. They were essentially telling you guys that we should not sell this stock. Hold up the stock. Do not let this situation come to pass. Now, the problem was with Robinhood specifically was that they were literally taking their hands, going inside your portfolio, and selling the stock for you.
Now that's illegal.
That is absolutely illegal.
Okay, that's illegal. I'm like, there's no way you can really justify that. Like, that's illegal.
It's crazy, and till now we really don't have an explanation as to why they are even still a business, because these types of infractions should be.
I mean, don't they usually have like don't they usually have like jail time behind these consequences?
They do, and they're actually supposed to. So
like, when it's to this degree, like, don't they usually have some sort of like real punishment for it?
Yeah, there is. I mean, this is called insider trading to a certain degree. This should fall underneath that. But the issue is that a lot of these people have a lot of money, a lot of lobbying power. I mean, think back to 2008, right? In 2008, only one person ended up going to jail, and it was pretty much a fall guy. It was a regular guy, while all the billionaires skated off and they were bailed out by the government. And it's kind of a repeat of the same thing. These hedge funds are pretty much being bailed out. And that's why you see some politicians saying, like, listen, this is not supposed to be this way. AOC, she was saying that, no, this is wrong. Ted Cruz, Trump, they're like, this is wrong because it's actually illegal. Yeah. And not to, like, scare anybody or anything like that. But, I mean, these are the actions that you will see usually in a communist environment, not a free market.
Right.
The stock market is supposed to be a free market and a free platform where I'm allowed to buy and sell anything I want. Once you restrict that access, you're literally saying that you're restricting my right to buy or sell certain things. So that's what makes it so crazy. I mean, Robinhood, I think they got a lawsuit opened against them, filed against them in several states.
There's actually an app. There's actually an app that I forgot the app's name, but there's an app that will actually allow you to if you Google this, you'll probably find it. Anybody in the comments, but there's an app that actually allows you to become a part of the class action lawsuit.
I was gonna say it's got to be a class action suit.
Yeah.
There's gonna be people who don't
Yeah.
understand,
Like,
who are signing up that never
exactly.
even owned any stock in any of those
Yeah.
companies, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, I had Robinhood, so I must be a part of it."
Honestly,
it's really ridiculous.
Oh yeah, that's not even the worst part, bro. Should I tell you the worst part?
What you thinking?
So GME and AMC started to run. After that, people started moving from stock to stock and started pumping it.
Yeah.
So you can buy everything was ripping, and every time the stock will start to move, they'll literally stop it from moving. They'll restrict shares.
They call it
so is it because they were not trying to lose any more money, or is it because they didn't know which ones were gonna like skyrocket?
So they were pretty much trying to say, okay, if this starts skyrocketing, we're going to stop people from buying as many shares as they could have to stop it from pretty much ripping. Because every stock has a short position in it, okay? And a lot of these short positions are hedge funds. So it can be 30%, 40%, 20%. If the stock keeps rising, all those short positions are going to get killed. So PLTR started to rage. American Airlines, after earnings, started to rage. They restricted, us buying shares of American Airlines. PLTR is one of the new IPOs this year. Started to range from $20 all the way to $45.
Yeah, Nokia
gave us.
Nokia had no business going.
Listen, Nokia had no business. People were just reckless. It's like, you know what? You're not gonna stop us from getting out.
I saw like 5,000%.
Yeah, Nokia 5,000% easy money.
That was ridiculous.
And this is why I love options. Options crazy. So I mean, I'll give you a perfect example. That day, I think it was last Tuesday. If you had bought the actual stock in GameStop, you would have turned $20 into like $300 or something like that. Yeah. So that would have. So if you put 1,000, you would have maybe made like what 30,000, 50,000. I don't know whether my math is right. If you had put that same $2,000 into options, you would have been a millionaire.
Yeah,
that's really the difference between stocks and options, and that's why I love options. Just wanted to kind of throw that in there, but it was really crazy. Like this whole. Two weeks is like I love it though.
It's ridiculous. So a few of these stocks, obviously we talk about GameStop a lot. AMC theaters, right? Mm-hmm. Bed Bath and Beyond.
Oh, BBBY, yeah.
Bed Bath and Beyond. So
crazy.
In our community, right? We called out Bed Bath and Beyond. Okay. Bed Bath and Beyond went from I think $15 or so to like 38 or 40.
Yeah, to like 40. Yep.
So literally, you can take. For the options play, I think we took like maybe $1.42 per contract, so almost $10. So you could actually 10x your money. A lot of people in our community actually 10x their money. Okay, it was crazy. Really ridiculous. Like Bed Bath and Beyond, you had Nokia, AMC,
PLTR. Like I can
a lot of different stocks,
and a lot of
BlackBerry as well.
Yep, BlackBerry went crazy. Yeah.
So
screenshots were crazy this week. I know a lot of people that quit their job this week.
Yeah, a lot of people slapped their boss with $1 million. Like listen, a lot of people
went and bought their job. It was like, you work for me now, to their boss.
Facts. Like people were literally like losing their mind. It was crazy. Like if you go through our Instagram right now, right? Everybody watching this right now, if you go through, you'll see all the games that a lot of our community took advantage of. So it was crazy.
It was a good week.
It was crazy. It was a good week.
If you're able to even catch a little piece of that move, like patch up in the back. I mean, we had people paying off student loans, car loans. It was crazy.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
But if you're not doing it at all, then you have no you have no chance at doing it in that way. So it's like when you hear these type of stories like about weeks like this, if you're not playing at all, then it's impossible for you. That's why it's important to, you know what I mean? Like try it. I mean, look how much money these people made. So this is one of those weeks where even if you were playing with a little bit of money, you still made a crazy profit. You didn't even need to put up thousands to make a crazy profit.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
$500. So we did a calculation. $200 that on just one day. If you had held this whole time, you could have turned like 1K to like 3 to 5 mil. But on that one day, last week, Wednesday, $200 would have printed you like 20K.
Yeah.
$200, 20K right there.
$200. Nobody is turning $200 into 20,000. I don't care what they do.
Right.
You could be in the streets. You're not turning $200 into 20K in no day. I had to say it.
You cannot turn 200 to 20 grand in the street. Nope.
You gonna go straight to the right back of America.
It's not possible.
Seriously.
You can't. It's impossible.
Dude, you're gonna be looking over your shoulder every 2 seconds. So.
Yeah, you're going to jail. I don't know. They're gonna stop it, all right? Like, nah, you're not flipping 200 into 20,000 doing anything in the street.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So, you know what's so crazy though? Even if you were to rob a bag, the cost for your materials is gonna be more than $200.
Facts. To buy a gun,
facts. You need to even have a loaded gun. You need $200, and you're not going to the bank with no gun that costs you less than $100.
Talk less of actually getting shot too, because then you have to start paying for your surgery and all this.
Yeah.
So,
this is
guys,
true.
I just want people to just get hip. Like options right now, trading the stock market.
Options is it, man.
Like take your piece of it. Seriously, guys. This big people,
there's a piece of
they're not gonna miss $1 million, but $1 million can change somebody's life. They're not gonna miss the 300,000 bucks. But for us, listen, 300,000 bucks.
That's life changing for us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they don't even care about that money. They'll write that money off at the end of the year. They're good.
Facts. The government will bail them out. Somebody's gonna bail them out.
Somebody will bail them out. Right.
Somebody will bail them out. But the problem is, and the whole issue is that at the end of this, right? At the end of this whole fiasco, the retail traders end up losing out because nobody's going to bail out the retail traders. Mm-hmm. However, the hedge funds are going to get bailed out. Trust me, these hedge funds that you see that are losing billions of dollars, they're going to wake up next year and still be a business. That's not going to be possible for people like us, right? If we end up being the ones that hold that bag, like we end up losing out on.
They don't blame you.
Yo, shout out to Bailey. I see Bailey. Shout out to Bailey, man. Yo, Bailey is actually one of our admins in our community. He did a lot of our course content material. He's one of our partners. Shout him out, man. So let's talk about the course though. I mean, because a lot of people have no idea about
about anything that's going on,
things like that. So
yeah,
I mean, go ahead and talk a little bit about the course, bro.
Listen, the course is pretty much just A to Z. I don't know what the stock market is to. I'm an options trader. No, we call ourselves the option snipers because we're sniping these contracts. We're sniping these stocks at the right price before they go crazy to the moon, guys. Look at somebody said he sold for 74,000, made 74,000, on GameStop. Guys, this stuff is crazy. So we pretty much
this is crazy. That's crazy. Like,
yeah,
it really is. I mean, this is better than playing the lottery, honestly speaking. Like,
this is you had a better chance at walking away with something because with the lottery, you know how that goes. You got to split your money when you win it. With this, if you sold it, you walked away. I mean, you walked away with a tremendous split.
Yeah, facts.
Honestly, I think the main point is just educate yourself on the stock market. These are the tools that, the big people, the hedge funds, the people who have the wealth, they don't want us to have it. These are the tools they're using. You're literally using the stock market to make themselves rich. Elon Musk literally became the richest man in the world this year because of the stock market. Yeah. And, Elon Musk's actually cool. I follow his stuff. He said he didn't like what GME did as well. But let's make sure we have these tools itself for our community, for our kids. And we're taking advantage of this, guys. I'm in my basement making hedge fund money, guys. Come on. Yeah. Get on your computer. Log in. Get the course. Learn the content. Join the community. We have a 5-day free trial, guys. Join the community. Learn what you can and execute, guys. It's a no-brainer.
So, Jasmine, you still have the course link. I think that's probably the quickest way for people.
It's if you there's a link tree in my bio, and it should be labeled as Optionsnipers course. So anything that says Optionsnipers on it, when you go to the link in my bio, that will give you literally like all the information you need about the course, the price, how you purchase it, and you'll get a discount basically.
Yeah, you know what's so crazy? In 10 years, they're going to be making a movie about this week.
Yeah, they are.
I promise you. They're going to be making a movie about this week.
Oh, yeah. This was like unheard of. Like, it's not unheard of, but it's just unlikely. You know, it's very unlikely. This is like one of those things that happen once every decade or something. You know what I mean? Like, this is not a commonality. So
It's
I
not normal.
definitely,
Yeah,
This is not
normal.
This is not normal.
yeah, this is not normal.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things, though, something I didn't really consider, like one of the small things about Robinhood that's actually a positive thing is that people were able to get on the platform quickly and start trading immediately. So what ended up happening was that actually aided a lot of the stock movement to rise up because more people were joining the platform and options trading a lot easier and a lot quicker. And so that's what actually ended up allowing, stuff like GameStop and stuff like that to move up. And obviously, things like stock Twitter, stock talk, when you go on Twitter or TikTok and you're seeing all this information, it's as easy as just seeing something like that, downloading the application and instantly transferring funds to hop in the game, So
this is not like a long drawn out process where it's gonna take you like weeks or whatever to start. Like, that's not how it works. So it's definitely convenient. And like we said, with options, like, you don't have to put up a crazy amount to play the game.
You don't. The crazy thing is that a lot of new traders this past week probably are like losing their minds like crazy.
I'm sure they are like, this was the best decision that I made in my entire life.
Right. So it's crazy. So with our course, some people are asking in the comments. Our course is $97, very straightforward. I mean, we go from A to Z. A lot of people on this live have no idea about options trading. So you definitely want to tap in and take advantage of that. Because I think that price probably should be changing pretty soon.
Yeah.
So you definitely want to take
Jasmine. You have to keep it low for Jasmine.
Yeah, because I be trying to look out for y'all. You feel me?
She twisted out.
But I can only look out for y'all as much as I'm allowed to. So you want to get in on it while I still got a little bit of pull,
Facts. Yeah. So
honestly,
and our admins are available all the time. We get a lot of DMs from people asking us questions about options trading, how to get in, how to get acclimated, advice, on how to get started and things like that. So definitely shoot us a DM. I'm sure Jasmine, I'm sure you get millions of DMs a day.
Yeah.
About everything that's going on.
Yeah, definitely DM it to @Optionsnipers.
Yeah. So
yeah.
$97, and it will change your life. Honestly speaking, we've actually since our last live, there's been a lot of new things that we've been able to add to the course. So this course is actually a live update. The course is a one-time fee of $97. Then we have our community that's $75 a month. So we send out plays, we send out signals, we send out. We have a lot of different algorithms that we're able to use to give us an advantage in the market. So I would suggest that everybody go ahead and purchase the course. Listen, this information is out there, but not a lot of people are actually giving it out the way we are.
I'm telling you.
So it's really a situation where you tap in and you get up. I mean, because a lot of people are killing it right now. Like, there's so many different eyes on the stock market, and you don't want to be left behind. You don't.
And that's really it. Like, even on my own, I told my friends, I was like, listen, what were you doing this week? And the thing about it, to a lot of people, if the whole GME thing didn't go viral like it did, there'll be a lot of secret millionaires in America right now.
Yeah. It was when it started going viral. Honestly, it was, that's what kind of was like the red flag, But prior to that, if you weren't like privy to any of this stock stuff or options, you would have came up and you could have just started acting brand new. Nobody would have known why.
Facts. I'm telling you, that's so crazy. Like, I had a buddy in college, and Wasi as well, who literally would skip class to be on his computer doing options trading. Yeah. And we'll be like, bro, we got class, we got biology. And this guy will literally be like a crackhead doing options. This guy became a millionaire before he graduated college, I'm telling you.
I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy impressive.
I'm telling you. Think about that. Like, you're going to school and you're trying to learn a trade to earn a job that's not going to pay you $1 million. So in the meantime, between classes, you start learning a trade that actually helps you become a millionaire. It's crazy to think about. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you and that's why we have to make sure that we are privy to this type of information, you know. And the best thing about it was that, you know, us putting this course together was more so a collective of experience that we've all faced within the stock market, and basically put our best foot forward to say, okay, this is everything that we've learned throughout the course of, you know, all these years that you know, all 6 of our admin have came together, and you know, put it all in one place for everybody to take advantage of. And trust me, the testimonials on our page will tell you the story. Like, we don't have to, you know, sell too much.
Yeah.
Like, the actuality is the results. The results are there. You know, there it's really nothing else to really say, you know, after that. It's all there, you know what I mean? So yeah.
I'm sorry, somebody said, why charge for information? But it's like, you pay for everything in life. Do you eat for free?
Right,
You don't, right? You don't even drink water for free.
yeah.
Okay? And that falls out the sky all the time, okay? You don't drink, nothing's free. You can't even take a bath for free. Soap costs money.
Facts.
So everything in life costs money. So it's like, you know, I just want to make sure that the people know it's not a scam. I've made money myself personally from learning from this course and from joining the community. So it's either, you know, you pay to play or you don't. But it's like, at the end of the day, if you don't, then you just, you know, you just don't. But this is a way, you know, we're trying to show you a way that you can do it. We're not saying that you have to do it this way, but it's an option.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Options does give you options. And you want to know what's so funny? We have had so many people in our community talk about how today was their first day. Like, a lot of people come in on their first day and literally say, today's my first day. I just pay for my subscription plus more. You know, we actually have like people from different trades, right? We have a nurse in our community, right? A part of our lady snipers, right? So let me go into that a little bit. Our lady snipers are essentially the women in our community. Yeah. They empower us. They give us great information. They are the backbone of our community, our women, okay? And they go very hard. Like, they go hard, and they make so much money. It's really ridiculous how much money these women make in our group. But yeah, so you know, there's one of our lady snipers that came on and said, you know, I just joined this past week, and you know, in between seeing patients, I just made $1,000. And it's just like, wow, like, people are literally coming in and literally making their money, like, from day one, like just stepping in the door and just saying, hey, what do you guys have to offer, and immediately making money. It's, you know, it's for now, it's actually a norm. Like, this is something that we've actually been seeing quite normally.
It's so crazy. Like, people, one thing I always joke about community about is that, you know, if you double your money, you should be happy.
Yeah.
Our community, when they double their money, they're not happy with doubling their money. They want to, like, 10x it. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, because once you get accustomed to a flip going great, you want more. You want more. That's how you keep making money. You know, you have to have the want to be better at something. And I don't think it's just about the money. I think it's also, like you guys said, it's about that freedom, you know. And when you're trying to get that, then yeah, like, you start becoming dissatisfied with small wins and you want bigger wins. Yeah. But you have to start, you know. So and that's why this is such a great way to show people that you can start. You can start with a little bit. You know, you don't have to put all your eggs in one basket. You can start with a little bit. But yeah, once you get in the habit of doing well, then yeah, a little bit is going to turn into a lot.
Exactly. Somebody asked a question. Somebody said talk about losing money. Yes, not every trade is going to win, right? Yeah. But we teach you, well, this is why education is so important, how to limit your losses. And we talk about high probability trades. Like, every trade I get into, I become the house casino, okay? I'm only taking trades where there's a 95% chance of me winning that trade. If I'm taking 10 of those trades, I win at least 8 to 9 of them. When I lose, I'm like, I lose 20, 30, 40, $50 here, but I made $5K for the week. Okay, so did I really lose? So it's all about net.
It's all
What do
about
you
the
take
net.
home?
Yeah, it's all
What
about
do you
the
put
net.
in your, you know? There's sometimes I'm like, oh, if, for me, like the way I think now, it's like, oh, let's say like I get hit with a tax bill. I'm like, oh snap, I got 20K to pay off. You know what? I'm putting on my glasses. I'm turning on the computer, putting my monies together, and I'm going to start trading. That's how I'm going to make my money. Seriously, it's literally like there's nothing else. So I think I told you guys during the last time, I used to work as a nurse. Like my background, I used to work as an ER nurse. And every day I used to get paid. That day, I would get paid $100 that day. In the market, I make like $300 to $500 in literally minutes. So for me, it doesn't make sense to do anything else.
Yeah.
So
a lot of our community is actually full-time traders. A lot of people actually they got laid off from their job, obviously because of COVID-19, and so they they were looking for a place to still be able to feed their family. I mean, things going on right now is kind of crazy.
I know there was a female who, when we did we were gonna give away the course for free to 2 people, and she was a nurse, and even she was saying like her hours were being affected right now due to the current the current situation of the world, and she was like, I want to do this. So you have to definitely be a person who takes initiative in your life. Like that's what this is about. So it's inspirational sometimes, even for me, to feel like, okay, I'm taking control of something in my life. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's like, seriously, it's liberating, and it feels good. So it's like, at first it seems like I don't want to spend any money, but it's like you're gonna make that back so fast. You didn't spend anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? You get to get the money back in, a larger sum, and you get the feeling of knowing like, I did that.
Yeah. Facts.
But you don't want to do it poorly, which is why, everything has a method to it. It may not be exact, because nothing is, exact in this type of game. But at the same time, like if you can have an edge on it, like I'm taking my chances with the edge. That's just me. I'm gonna take my chances with help to win versus going in blind.
Yep.
100%.
Shout out to Steven, Sniper Gang. I see you, bro. I see you, Steven.
Steven's a killer, man. I'm telling you, that guy's an official sniper.
Yeah, I see Lorenz too. Lorenz Walker. Yo, a lot of our community is actually on this call right now. We definitely appreciate you guys tapping in. So I mean, it's love, man. It's love. Like we're really, I would really say that we're family. Like we talk all the time. Like our Discord is literally like buzzing from morning to evening. Like people are really making life connections. Like a lot of people are considering doing business together, just out of just the sheer fact that everybody has the same goals, and that's to be financially free, that's to create generational wealth, and that's to live life on their own terms. Like what more can you ask for? You know what I mean? So being in a situation where you can take advantage of that, these types of opportunities, to us is a no-brainer. You know what I mean? And it's really just as simple as that. So
yeah, man. If this week has taught, I think one thing I loved about this week, though, more than anything, is that it literally exposed like the secret agenda of these big guys. And for a lot of people were in.
We already knew, but this was the exposure for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, this was just like, told you.
Exactly. Because when I was talking about it, like people were like, oh, you're talking conspiracies. I'm like, I'm telling you, these big guys, they're holding your money back. They don't want you to win. And then when people was like, oh my gosh, this is what you were talking about, Jay Money? This is what you were talking about, Josh? I was like, listen, I told you, listen, while they're messing around, I got mine. I hope you got yours too. You put your little money in your pocket, hit the sell button. Listen, I'm telling you.
You got to take profit. You got to take profit.
Take profits. That's okay, guys.
You got it.
Honestly, it's so crazy. But yeah, the course will definitely teach you everything you need to know about trading. And of course, us, the admins, me, YC, the rest of the admins, Bailey's on here, just here to really teach you guys how to succeed, because the goal really is to get everybody the information, the power, and the ability to execute. After that, it's on you. You got to execute.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah, it's you're gonna perform based on your executions, but you gotta learn the game.
Yeah. Have to. if nothing else, just to be aware of what's going on and to be able to have the type of information that can change your life. I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. Like it's really crazy, you know.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, I would definitely encourage, you know, everybody listening now to, you know, to tap in. I mean, Jasmine, I mean, let's do some more giveaways. We did some nice things last time.
Okay.
People may not necessarily have, you know, the funds to purchase.
Yeah, to start.
Maybe
I damn near want to give away the course to a doubter.
okay.
And then I want to put them on here, and I want them to be like, tell me, and I want to say to them, tell me you didn't learn anything. Because that's how I feel right now. It just feels like, don't you hate when it's like you're trying to tell somebody something and they're just like ignoring you, or they're just like brushing you off, and you're like, I'm trying to tell you, I got the secret right here, and they just don't want to hear it. I almost want to give it away this week to a doubter. Okay. So whoever the biggest doubter is, who thinks that they know all about this, and
whole bunch of people here saying I'm a doubter.
Yeah, I bet I'm the biggest doubter. See, that's one of these. This is what I'm exposing the doubters now, because you're not a doubter. You just don't want to do it because you're afraid to do it, or you have a poor mentality. No, seriously, that shows you right there. Some people want to do it but can't do it. But if you can't do it, don't knock it for the people who do want to, you know, make their money and learn something new. So the biggest doubter, slide in my DM or slide in Option Sniper DM, and we'll give away the course to one person and let you be the testimony, because I'm tired of the doubt. Like, I honestly am.
You know what's so interesting, right? So in my, you know, career as a business person, I've had the opportunity to talk to some really people with really high net worths. I'm talking about really high net worths. And the sad thing about it is I asked them, like, why don't you teach more people? You know, I was lucky enough, I paid, you know, 10, 20, 30K to get in the room with you, but why don't you guys teach more people? And what they told me was actually very sad. And what they told me is that, listen, I tried to show so many people when I was coming up how to make money.
And they didn't want to hear it.
They didn't believe me. So at a certain point, I stopped talking. And there's people who really want to teach people how to get up, but the haters have made them just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna make my money and you figure your life out. Guys, it's okay to be skeptical, but investigate. You know, investigate. Get the course. Seriously, like, check it out. If you don't learn anything, I promise you, Watson can slap me on IG Live.
And I don't mind slapping him too. That's the funny thing. So if you don't learn anything, he says I can slap him. I do not mind slapping this guy.
How about if you're that cheap that you're even having the not even cheap, I'm not gonna say that, but if you're that broke, let's just call it what it is. Let's, you know, we're being real here. If you're that broke that you're even thinking somebody's trying to scam you out of $97, then you probably need the course. You want to do this. You're gonna want to do this. Like, you need to make more money. You're going to want to do this. If you're thinking that someone is trying to, you think a millionaire needs $97 from you, this is the perfect course for you.
That's actually a great question.
This is the course for you.
What is $97 actually going to do for a millionaire?
The thing that people don't understand this, that people are putting out the information, and seriously, like, I would tell you, like, somebody asked you, why don't you give the course away for free? You know, those people, the people who have the highest net worth, never give information for free because they know you're not going to do anything with it. Right. When you pay your investment, it has to cost you something. Exactly, it has to cost you. You take action. Yeah. I mean, your $97, yeah, it's great. I mean, God bless you, all that other good stuff. But honestly, that's not going to change. I could make that in literally 1 minute in the stock market. But we really want to get the information out there for you guys to really come up, learn, execute, and see the light. God, I'm telling you, come to see the light. It's crazy. Yeah. It's really crazy, guys. Options is changing the game. Options give you options. That's what we need to put that on the t-shirt. Honestly, options give you options.
You know what's so crazy, Jasmine? We did this live. I don't know when the last. When did we come on live the first time? Like maybe a month ago.
A month ago or so.
It had to be like a month ago.
It's crazy because so many people joined our community, and their lives have changed in a month. Imagine the financial like outlook on your life changing in just 1 month.
Yeah,
Imagine.
like that's, I mean, that's priceless.
Yeah, like imagine,
A month during the
yeah,
pandemic.
yeah.
This is
It's
one of
crazy.
the worst times ever for employment right now in America.
Facts,
And
yeah.
you got people whose lives are being changed still in a month. It takes people a lifetime to even get what some of these people are getting in a month.
Listen, Jasmine. Listen, Jasmine. There's a special screenshot on our page right now. Okay, I'm going to tell you a secret. One of our members took their stimulus. Okay,
Smart person.
stimulus that the government gives everybody.
Yep.
Everybody got right.
Yep.
This guy took his stimulus, put it in the stock market, and tripled it in 1 week. Okay.
I mean, like I said,
What else do you want?
where are you doing that at?
What else do you want?
Seriously.
Go check our page right now. He's right there for you. There's a
And
guy.
somebody said for the ignorant people, selling dope could change your life in weeks. Okay, but it could change it for the worse too. No, because let's be real. Selling dope could change it for the worse too. You cannot go to jail from this. Okay?
Yeah.
You cannot I mean the big shots could, but the small fish ain't going to jail for this. And nobody's going to try to kill you because nobody should be. You shouldn't be putting your business out there when you win. So this is not like selling dope. That's the whole point. Okay.
And I bet somebody go out of your DMs with their paper like, I sell dope. And
Can you sell dope from your bed? That's a good question I want to ask you. You can't. I can make thousands of dollars right from my bedroom trading stock.
Like, and you don't have to break anybody down. You don't have to break anybody down for doing it.
Yeah. I mean, unless
I hate to say it, but you only got to re-up if you want. You only got to re-up if you want to.
People are so crazy.
I can walk away from the game forever. You can't do that in the streets, guys. Come on, be smart.
Unless you're allowing your customer inside your bedroom, you can't. You can't answer that question.
Oh my goodness! The one app is actually even reminded that we actually have a giveaway, a PS5 giveaway as well too. So
you got two PS5s we're giving away. Actually, the giveaway information is in our link. I said LinkedIn.
IG.
In our IG right now. So
oh my God.
There's obviously there's rules to every giveaway. You guys have done giveaways before. The giveaway's there. We have 2 PS5s we're giving away. And we just want people to tap into what we're doing. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. This week was so much fun.
Listen,
like, it was so much fun. Like this week was so fun.
The shock of this week. I mean, some of the numbers from this week literally put me in shock.
Yeah.
And I was like, have you ever had a moment where you had to just stop and just start crying for no reason? That was this week for me.
It's you are overwhelmed with like. Oh,
like it was crazy. I'm tearing up now because it's
he's like,
I'm talking about life changing amounts, guys. It's really crazy.
Yeah.
Oh
no, it is real. Like that's the crazy part about it. Like usually there's a catch to something, but it's like no, it's real. Like it's your money, it's yours.
Yeah.
Because even I remember I was skeptical. I was like, is there a catch? What's the catch? Yeah, what's the catch? It's like no, there's no catch.
Yeah.
And other communities of different backgrounds, white people, whatever, have been doing this. This is not new, This is not new. Then they've been doing this and they've been passing money down to their children and their children's children forever, So, there is no, like, this is not something that is like, not perfected yet. Like this is solidified. You know what I'm saying? And even with the stuff that happened this week, like even though it was different, it's not the usual week. So yeah, it can happen again. But if you're afraid that like something is illegitimate about it, that's not the case.
Yo, the funniest thing was I knew this week was bizarre when I saw Ja Rule post about holding the line. When I saw Ja Rule posting about being in the stock market, I was like, nah, this is not no normal week, bro. We saw people like Mark Cuban, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks basketball team, and we saw him post about how his son like joined and joined the stock options and started making money, like, you know, it's crazy. Like a lot of different people are tapping into what we got going on, and you know, it's these are unprecedented times, and you just don't want to be on the sidelines. That's just really what
No.
you
Why
don't
would
want.
you? Like for what? Like why not? Why would you, when you really like have the like most of the times with situations like this, like you can't get in. You already missed out. You ain't get in and you're out. But with this is like you can get in. You know what I'm saying? Like you can get in on this. Most things, once it blows up, you're done. Like you can't really join into something that's already reached its peak. But with this, it's like you can join in and you can, you know, you can excel on your own. You know what I'm saying? With the knowledge and with the assistance from the community. So it's like most of the times, if something is already good, you can't get in on it. But with this, you can get in on it.
Yeah. And so another thing is, like, you know, obviously there's a lot of crazy things going on right now as far as like GameStop and stuff like that. But, you know, and granted, we made money this week, right? But the reality situation is that, you know, we make money every week. We don't need abnormal things to happen to make money. We have one of our admins here, Algo Bailey. You'll see him in the comments. He gives out the most crazy profiting plays, like and signals that you can ever imagine. Like today, people were 5xing their money, like real life, taking money in the stock market and 5xing it. Like, you know, we have all types of things going on as far as like, you know, even on our IG, you'll see a lot of people posting their profits.
We're gonna have to start. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna have to start posting. You know, the people who are already sharing their profits and stuff. I'm gonna have to start posting that more because I think some people don't believe this. Like they don't. They think it just sounds like can't be real. Can't be so many people getting money. People are getting money. Like I got to start posting, just like to show people so that they can understand that it's real. Because I think they think like, you know, it just sounds too good to be true. But people are getting money.
Yeah, facts. Yeah,
like they're getting money.
Absolutely. Yeah, we can definitely make that happen. Like it's
like if people would be okay with it, since I have, you know, a big platform, like I would love to just share and show people like some of the people that are, you know, doing well.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, let's definitely do that. So how are we gonna figure out these giveaways, these doubters?
So okay, all right.
How are we gonna do
So
that?
here's what you guys have to do. I'll determine who's the biggest doubter. Just DM me and tell me why you doubt it. You got to tell me why, because like we said, nothing's free. This ain't gonna be free either. It's just like school. I want to know why. Give me a 2-sentence explanation as to why. Why is it a doubt for you? And this has and it can't just be you know, oh, because I just don't believe it. Like, no, what are you skeptical about options trading? Tell me exactly what it is that you're skeptical about. And if I genuinely feel like there's something in that course, which I know it will be, that can answer that doubt for you with more security, then I'll give you the course.
That's a great challenge.
I love that. Definitely, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's lock it up.
Okay.
So, last word again. Just to let everybody know about our giveaway, our PS5 giveaway. Go check our Instagram now. I'm sure it's within the last few posts. We have rules as far as how to become a part of the giveaway. We have 2 PS5s. A lot of people were doing giveaways with 1 PS5. We have 2 of them. You know, so like we're
big flex.
Yeah,
so, that too.
I got these PS5s.
Yeah,
I felt like I was robbing somebody. Like seriously.
Honestly, we would have had at least we wanted to get like a whole bunch of them.
We're running at like 10.
Walmart didn't even allow us to get more than 2, so it was kind of just like all right, whatever. You know, I think we should probably start trying to get these PS5s because a lot of people want these PS5s for us. So, you know, for now we're gonna have the 2 that we do have. We definitely want to give them away. And so definitely join, you know, tap into that and get acclimated. Again, Jasmine has the course link. Tap in, try to, you know, understand what's going on. You know, we have a lot of great people in our community. And you know, the course is, you know, it's awesome. So definitely tap in. You can also, you know, follow us on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel. Just search Option Snipers.
And
We
then
actually,
even I see, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I see some comments asking questions about the difference between options and other things. I have a live up on my Instagram TV actually of the last time we went live. So a lot of those questions were answered in there. So if you have some time and you want to get more information from there as well, that kind of explains more in depth of, you know, what exactly this is. Because I know a lot today, we talked a lot about just how crazy things were this week with the whole GameStop and AMC, and you know, so there's another video on my Instagram TV where it talks more in depth about exactly what Options Snipers is and what options trading is.
Yep, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it is definitely not Forex, guys. Totally different.
It's not Forex.
Yeah,
Definitely not.
going to explain that and going over the difference.
This is not Forex, guys. This is not Forex. But yeah, I think that's everything, Jasmine. What else? Is that everything?
I mean, I'm good, you know. The swipe up. I'll do a story where you can swipe up with the course link, and then the link is in my bio. And don't forget to DM me. Tell me why you doubt, you know, why you're skeptical about joining the community, or why you're skeptical about options trading in general. And if I feel like there's something in that course that will answer that for you, I'll pick you.
Yep. Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yo, Jasmine, next time we're in DC, we need to link up.
Seriously.
So look, really quickly, let me tell you what happened. So I was so excited to link. When y'all said you're coming here, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be dope, you know? And then I got a bad relaxer.
Yeah.
And my hair fell out. Seriously. Yeah. And I was like traumatized. Okay. And I was like, they will not meet me with this patchy bald head. Mind you,
you gotta come as you are, Jazz. Okay.
I didn't have a wig yet. So I was like, oh no, not even with a baseball cap. No, this is not how you want to meet the people who are helping you change your life. Okay. It wasn't going to happen. So that's what happened. My hair fell out. The next time y'all are in DC, we're going to link. We're going to have a great time, and I'm not going to have a bald head. Okay?
No worries. Sounds good.
All right, everyone, have a safe night.
College, and you know, you messed that up. I guess I got to wait a couple weeks.
All right, everybody have a safe night, and thank you so much again to the Option Snipers leaders. It's a pleasure always.
Yep. You as well.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Ciao for now, guys.
Have a great weekend.
All right. Bye.